building.
From the line, good reaction time for George Russell.
So from the footballing angle, Nigeria is still looking to get that Christmas present by beating Ghana in a very, very crucial CHAN qualifier. We're looking forward to that one this weekend. Got a draw last weekend. Later today, we'll be hoping that they get that gift because we've not been to CHAN in a long while. But hopefully, let's keep our fingers crossed, see how that pans out. Welcome to Sports Hub on NigezieXtreme. How do we look?
Why are you asking?
We're in Thanksgiving mode. We're partying. I had a good Christmas Day celebrations, even Boxing Day. I don't know about.
Sorry, why are you asking people how
we look?
Because today, finally, he's fully dressed. Me, I know I look good.
I wear that way. Which one? What do you guys mean by fully dressed?
I always say naked.
I don't.
If you're not in shorts,
you're not properly.
You're not in whatever. But today,
This is the first time you dressed
complete. with a cap to go, wristwatch and beads.
Wow.
And but yes, we're happy to be back here. It's been an amazing week in the world of sports. I particularly enjoyed Fury Usyk. Too.
I think you even predict that one. No, that one was short banker.
No, that was an easy
fight. We don't
fight
do short
predict.
bankers here.
Wow, I don't know what that helped me. I don't want to make I even climb the fire.
You can't.
So the Fury Usyk fight, I think Usyk just established himself as the most intelligent boxer on the face of the earth right now. He couldn't knock out Tyson Fury, but he didn't need to knock him out.
No.
All he needed to do was kept tagging him and he got the points, he got the win. Even though Fury saying he won the fight by 3 rounds.
You know, it was Frank Warren that says after the 6th round, he felt that Fury won a few of the rounds. I'm looking at him, I'm like,
which one?
I'm like,
the same one we watched.
Did we watch the same fight?
Maybe it's another fight that we did not watch.
And then he kept going on and on. I'm like, nobody in the UK climbed on that because everyone saw what they saw. He lost. Everybody has just moved back and kept him moving. I also thought that what Dubois has tried to do is put himself in the conversation. Whether it is right or wrong, that's that person's problem. He has realized that while Usyk is getting all the attention, he needs some of those balls as well. And he's beating Joshua.
Yeah.
Right? He's hoping I can get a shot once again against Usyk.
And pick up from that.
And I think it would be good for him to that rematch to happen. He has grown as a boxer. He's grown as a fighter. He's had to wait a long time, learn the ropes. He's done, everything he's needed to do for his growth. And he needs to. Right now, I think he's the number 1 British boxer.
No, yeah,
I think so. Right now.
Okay.
So I hope he gets that shot at Usyk. But one fight or 2 fights I want to see is Fury Joshua, the Americana Wilder.
Again.
Even though Joshua Wilder.
Like, you want to see Wilder again? Like, does anybody want to see Wilder?
No, it's just a feel.
It's just for the feel good.
It's
going to bring in a lot of views, a lot of money, a lot of entertainment.
Those fights will bring a lot of entertainment and a lot of views, regardless of who wins.
Exactly,
it's going to bring. It's the fight that a lot of people are going to see for a long time.
So whether there's something at stake like the belts or not, let's just see it happen.
Is it not late already? You know, when we talk about
let's old men fight.
When we talk about the historic fights that we've seen, the Rumble in the Jungle, and then all those fights you can think about, they happen when they were at their peak, right? I think the Pac fights and Mayweather
that came
late, and we did not enjoy.
So for the boxing purist, that was a classic. That was a fight.
Which one
you want to see? Pac-Man and
Mayweather.
It was. So regardless of the time,
that's what we're trying to tell you, Femi.
It's just
away from the time.
Look at the views it got. Look at the attention. Look at the money that came with it. Look at the sponsorship level. So it's imagine Joshua Fury now. The money that will come for that fight will be bigger than whatever money Fury and Usyk got. I can tell you that for free.
Which is what they'll probably focus on when they're trying to, dot the I's, cross the T's and all that.
And I feel like right now, people like AJ, Fury, they just want to fight for the money. Yeah. Not because they are poor, but let's just, how much? Okay, let's do it.
300, let's do
let's do it.
Let's go.
Anyway, let's leave boxing. I mean, we had Boxing Day earlier in the week. I'm not sure these guys gave me any gifts. I wouldn't
They
know.
didn't give us
You
gifts.
forgot? If you're not sure, did you forget?
I gave Femi something.
What?
What? It's inside your car now. You want to deny it?
Yes, I'm denying it.
That what?
No, I haven't collected anything from you.
Well, no problem.
So I said,
anyway, he has gifts. You know how we do it on the show. Every weekend, Saturdays, 10 a.m., NigezieXtreme. Let's start with our review, guys. So we made predictions. Of course, last week we told you that we're going to start.
I refuse the way you are doing this.
We're going to start showing the leaderboard from next month.
Yeah.
After the 10th episode, maybe late January, early February. We'll get there. Somebody is just angry. I don't know
who is leading right now.
We know who is leading. We know who is second.
My
We know who is third.
once we did this, the
You
predictions
are not
we
a
made,
lawyer.
You moved one of my predictions as you moved it out, and I disagree. Why would that game be moved out?
Femi, I'm going to start with you. Last weekend, we talked about the Chan Eagles. We talked about Barcelona, Atletico Madrid in La Liga. There was also Sports Liverpool in England. And then Rangers Shooting Stars.
We didn't predict Chan.
Oh, we didn't even predict Chan. So this is fair.
Predicted Chan.
It was only part of our prediction table.
That would have just given me my comeback. That's the comeback I'm talking about.
Okay, so take out your comeback. The games we predicted.
We should come now. I predicted Chan too now.
No. Let's go on. Sports Liverpool.
We're going to talk about Chan.
You know my problem with that Barcelona game? I felt that somebody decided to just tear the script I wrote.
Why are you always saying this thing? Last week, that was what you said about Manchester
United. Let me explain something to you.
That somebody did it later.
Let me explain something to you. I was watching that game. When Atletico equalized 88 with Rodrigo de Paul, I said, okay, my narrative is going accordingly. How from that 88 minute they equalize, see the final blast of the whistle, they completed another go again. Why?
So who gets the blame?
Gosh. But see, credit to Atletico Madrid.
Exactly.
You know, they played very well. You know, I said something last week, and one of the reasons I predicted a draw in that game was because without Lamine, Barcelona look like a side that they don't have good ideas in front of goal.
No spark.
You know, no spark in front of goal. Regardless of the Lewandowskis of this world and whatever, Lamine seems to be the man who makes them click in front. He makes them click in front. And when he's not there, it looks like teams can easily defend against those guys in front. You know, and that was exactly what happened against Atletico Madrid. Even though Atletico Madrid went down by a goal, they kept pushing. They kept, second half especially, they threw everything at Barcelona. Now, Barcelona created chances of their own. But like we said, in the final third, they lacked ideas. You know, there was not, and you know Atletico Madrid, they know how to defend. They know how to set themselves up. And the moment after they considered that goal, the way they set up themselves, you knew they were not going to consider another goal. So it was for Barcelona to keep that one goal. But then you know the way Barcelona plays, they leave pockets of spaces, you know, for opponents to play. That highlight, we kept saying it from the beginning of the season that teams that decide to play runners or hold the ball against Barcelona will find out that highlight. And Atletico Madrid, for some reason, I saw them pass the ball and move the ball around, and I'm like, okay, there goes Simeone, what's going on here? You know, they got the goal, and it looked like they were going to score another one. I will tell you this, and I'm not saying this because that was the result. I predicted a draw. I was hoping because of this show that it ended in a draw. But the way they were playing, I was telling the people I was watching with, I was watching in Ikoyi, you know, and I was telling them that Barcelona could consider another one. You know, and it was almost as if they were listening. The second goal went in. But kudos to Atletico Madrid and the way they played. You know, they deserved all 3 points in the game.
I just want to add also that the manager, you know, we don't give managers a lot of credit.
A lot of credit, yeah.
Simeone, like you mentioned, knew, because those changes he made influenced that game.
Yeah.
Someone came off the bench and scored the winning goal. That's what you want, that you can see the changes. You told the player, this is what I need you to do. And once it goes there, it gets the job done. So, again, I think there's a lot of worries for that. I think it's Barcelona's had just one win in 2 months. Yeah. It's a lot of problems for them. So
let me crack a joke.
Interesting.
It's a joke that has been flying everywhere. So it's not an original joke. That Manchester City and Pep is doing his own, and then the headquarters in Spain are also going through it. I mean, they said Man City is the branch, Barcelona is the headquarters.
It's fair to say. First of last weekend, it was what City is still struggling. After losing to United, and then just a few days ago, lost to Aston Villa as well, and then lost drop points against Everton. So it's really not going City's way. But let's leave City and Femi, Spurs Liverpool. I wasn't expecting a tennis scoreline. So at some point, yeah, because it was 3-6 or 6-3. I thought,
3-6.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like 2-1, 3-1. What? We all knew Liverpool, has like maybe a 90% chance of winning, but not a 3-6 scoreline.
90%?
No, we knew there was more than that. We just did not know that Liverpool. I was even shocked that Liverpool allowed 3 go in because I thought Liverpool were very dominant, played the ball well, moved it a lot better. And one thing the manager has been saying for weeks is Dominic Szoboszlai doesn't score enough goals.
Yeah.
Now, while he's good at what he does, contributes, builds, presses and all, he doesn't go to the other end and then score goals for them. Everybody knows what Salah has done. Everybody knows what Diaz has done this year. And that's what I love how they did. Gakpo has, I think,
Gravenberch.
For me, Gakpo has been one of, Gravenberch we mentioned. Because a lot of times I think that Gakpo is just okay. But this year, what Slot has done is, maybe because he had Dutch. He has found a way that all his Dutch players are playing well. Gravenberch is playing well. Cody Gakpo is playing well. Van Dijk is playing well.
Is back.
So I'm like, all of a sudden, Liverpool Dutch players are like, you know what, manager, we've got you. And to be fair, they did well. I think the only concern for me, for Liverpool, and they had to start thinking about it long term, is Robertson. Think about the last 2 games. Even the game they conceded during the week, Boxing Day fixture, it was also his fault that Leicester scored first. The minute you fail to get the first challenge in, you must be alert to prevent your marker. But I'm sure Simicast's been back. There's also stories about them in the transfer window to get the left back for Bournemouth, Kekes. And that story has been around. Man United has also been thrown into that same space. But it just tells you how well he knows his team and what they're doing. It's a great job for him.
All right, great job for him. So for the Liverpool prediction, I think everybody got to the prediction.
No.
No.
Femi got the prediction.
Femi got the prediction.
Yeah,
I think I predicted a draw.
A draw. We predicted draws.
Okay, so Femi got that and he's particularly happy. One game that
nobody saw that one.
We didn't see this one coming was Shooting Stars of Ibadan. Going all the way to Enugu Faulkner and bagging all 3 points. How did that happen?
Well, Ogumbote. Ogumbote. And so, even though I predicted a draw, remember what I said when I was previewing the game? And Femi yabbed me that, so all this grammar was because I was going to predict a draw. Shooting Stars are playing very well.
I agree.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the way Ogumbote has set them up right now. And it's not about knowing his opposition. Mm-hmm. It's about how he has set up his own team to play their own game. And don't sit back because you're playing away or at home or whatever. Be in the face of your opponent. Run at them. And what he has done is, at every given time, you see the midfield, he makes sure he takes over every midfield. And that's why in recent weeks, go and look at their results, but look at their play. They boss the midfield, Shooting Stars. And so someone sent me a short clip of a passage of play, and I was like, you should have sent a longer one. As in, he was just excited at the way Shooting Stars, play. Now, funny enough, the person is a Rangers fan in the East, and it was like, he had to confess that, how when somebody beats you, but you can't complain because they totally deserve this win, and that was exactly what happened. So kudos to the manager, and kudos to the team, and he's cooking. Ogumbote is cooking in that team.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. Of course, like I said, none of us saw that coming, so none of us got that.
It was good result for Shooting Stars.
Good result for Shooting Stars, winning away at Enugu Rangers. The defending champions, by the way. Not sure they can do enough to defend their title this season.
No, I don't see that happening.
Anything can happen.
Rivers United Remo Stars for the title.
Oh well, fingers crossed. Not Eimba.
No.
So Eimba still have some games in hand.
Exactly. So maybe you should
let them play those games first. But
I think
for me,
you're picking Remo and Rivers.
Rivers especially
for the first half of what we've seen. Remo and Rivers.
Rivers and Remo, they've been very consistent.
Yeah.
They play good football. They play.
Maybe because they don't have continental distractions again. Maybe
not
that's an
necessarily.
Your
football, whether you're playing on the continent or not, your football is your football.
But Eimba plays good football and they've been struggling.
What? Have you seen Eimba on the continent?
That's what I'm saying. They play good football on the home front.
No, so even on the continent, they play good football. They are just not getting results.
So it's not like that.
It's not about.
It's not like they're that bad that you can't even.
They are not that bad. They are not
Exactly.
consistent.
They are not getting results.
That's why I said the distractions are
the
there.
result is part of the. If you get results over a period of time, right, put that. The board doesn't like.
The table only shows you the end result, not the process, right? So, but the process itself is that these guys are playing good football, but the end result is not there. You know, and you see, we know teams all over the world that sometimes they play. When Arsenal lost the 2 games they lost before they now went on this run and all that, it wasn't because Arsenal wasn't playing well. They were bossing games, dominating games, creating more chances than the opponents, but not putting the ball in the net. You know, so
you can say that about Eimba as well, or any big team. In quotes, that's where I'm going. Anyway,
but Rivers United have found, and Remo Stars have found a way to add end result to a good process.
I still insist they don't have distractions. That's my opinion.
Yeah, well,
just saying. Just before we, go on our first break, let's talk about the Chan team. I think we all agreed somehow that Nigeria was not going to lose in Ghana.
No, so
it wasn't part of our prediction.
I told you guys that Ghana, they are in all kinds of problems right now.
Yes.
And I told you that problem will not motivate them to beat us. If we're thinking,
but it's delicately poised.
It's goalless. They will chop it here.
What if they get? What if they get a score draw? They get a score draw. We are out.
They are not getting a draw.
Okay.
I feel that we're going to win.
Let me say the way they will organize that. One, nearly draw.
I think we're going to get the win. But my problem is that we're putting ourselves through a lot of pressure to get
because now we have to say, they must defend well.
Do you realize that we went to their home ground to pick a draw?
If they're in problem, we should not have
a problem. Of course. I saw part of the game.
We played well.
In the second
we played very well.
In the second
even in the first half. See, let's
towards the end of the first half.
Towards the end, because Ghana came at us at the start.
Yes.
Like
they started, but we were creating chances in the first half. We created chances in the first half. We could have actually gotten a goal in the first half. A mistake anyway that they made. Yeah. But it was because we were putting them under pressure.
Oh, well. The kind of players we had, we should be doing better. That's all.
That's what you think.
So you think they did not prepare for this game?
I feel that way.
It's okay. So that's how you feel. I'm telling you now.
Problem. They went on the Togo tour. They went friendly.
Now by that one, people don't go.
How do you go on a tour? How do you prepare?
We went to a high performance center in this thing.
Femi, okay, that cup that I brought to the studio. We need to investigate.
Anyway, let's take our first break on the show today. When we come back, there'll be more on Sports Hub and NigezieXtreme. Stick around.
All right, welcome back. It's still Sports Hub on NigezieXtreme. And we're going to touch on something that is very sensitive now. And it's one of those conversations I love to have, right? So the Super Eagles of Nigeria, World Cup qualifiers, haven't been very exciting. The kind of results we've gotten have been very, very disappointing. Yeah, let me not use a stronger word. Yeah. Disappointing.
Surprising. I don't think surprising.
Disappointing.
Surprising.
Well, to you, but I'm disappointed, not surprised. But the federal government has put a plan in place to revive, the World Cup qualifiers and World Cup charge so that we can make it to the next World Cup. And they've earmarked about 3 billion naira to fund a presidential support group or a task group or something like that.
That's a group child.
A group to help in reviving our World Cup
the Super Eagles are comatose. So that's why they're
ready to revive them.
Yes.
But guys, let's look into this. 3 billion naira.
Yeah.
For a special group.
Yes.
To help us revive.
Yes, and the individuals in that group are top.
Who are they?
I know that the president or the chairman of the group is the governor of Lagos State.
So in what capacity is he reviving the Super Eagles?
In 2019, when we went to AFCON, one of the people who went to support the Super Eagles all the way to the semi-final was the...
What was his input in the team's performance?
So the motivation they give them now, we didn't come and carry their leg to kick the one to the next.
So what are they doing?
No one's handling.
So in 2010, we struggled with our World Cup qualifiers as well. The one South Africa hosted.
Yeah.
And when it was going south, the then government introduced the Presidential Task Force.
Yeah.
Who released enough funds to just make the players
motivated,
prepare better, motivate them.
Yes.
So just in case,
giving them enough money.
So just in case, it's just to psych you up. So just in case,
What are you psyching?
if I'm going to pay you $10,000, for instance, I can tell you, we need to be at the World Cup. I'm paying you $25,000.
Why?
That could psych you up a bit. It worked in 2010. It can work now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's anything. Well, I don't think we should come and discuss the morality of what we are doing.
So
we just need to qualify for the World Cup.
So what you are saying is, your son is doing badly in school, and to motivate him, instead of putting him in lesson, to motivate him, you buy him a new bicycle.
It's not the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
So I'm giving you more money than I should give you. You are failing.
No, but that part of that money. No, part of that money.
We are failing.
Wait.
What position are we on the table?
It doesn't matter.
Said the results have been disappointing.
So you are failing.
Surprising.
And then I'm now giving you money so that you will not pass.
That money they are giving
is not the same thing as school.
No, that money is
it is exam.
No,
it's not the exam.
Okay. That money is to prepare the team. Prepare in what way? Number one,
so
get
NFF.
a coach.
So why do we have an NFF?
Get a coach.
Number two,
get proper travel plans.
Get number three.
So let's grab the NFF because that's the job of the NFF.
They work with the NFF.
So they are working hand in hand.
Why can't the National Sports Commission oversee the NFF? Why do you need a special group and special funds to now tell them the NFF to do what they are supposed to do?
Because the NFF have told you or told us Nigerians that they don't have money.
Okay, so give NFF the money. They are the ones.
It's still the same thing now.
No, it's not the same thing. You are good now. What you have done is create another group, give them money that we don't have in the country.
Says who?
Money we don't have in the country. That's why people are crying.
They will look for the money.
Give them the money, right? And then you are now saying they will come and help you. I see people are saying
they will look for the
plan. They will
look for the
that
money.
means the NFF is incompetent.
No,
they are.
It's not the same.
If they can't do their job, why are you bringing
NFF are seeking sponsors? This is part of sponsorship. It's just the way. It's just where it's coming from. That's where we're having issues.
Don't change it. That's not what. This is not part of sponsorship. You are putting together a group to help the Super Eagles qualify for the World Cup by helping with their planning.
A
fresh set of mind.
So cancel
a fresh set. No,
that means they don't know what they are doing. That means the National Sports Commission is clueless. The NFF, they don't know their job. That's why the Super Eagles
to say whether they are clueless.
So let the National Sports Commission be the oversight body. Why are you setting up another body and now putting funds we don't have to fund another body?
It has worked 2 times. It will work again.
It doesn't matter.
I never say
because you keep doing the wrong things. Because you keep doing the wrong things doesn't mean
it doesn't mean it's the wrong thing.
It is the wrong thing.
I don't agree.
NFF, there's a National Sports Commission. There's an NFF. Now you are bringing another body to duplicate the job of the NFF.
And they are not duplicating.
So what are they doing?
Are they running?
Tell me what they are doing.
They are raising funds.
No. The fund has been earmarked.
Yes.
What is this body doing?
They will work with the NFF.
Yes,
to make the campaign go smooth, seamless rather.
So the National Sports Commission, nobody there is too smart.
Their hands are full.
Full doing what?
They need to fix sports in Nigeria.
It's everybody in the Sports Commission that is doing roadmap.
They need to fix sports in Nigeria, not football, not the Super Eagles.
So the NFF people are not smart enough to plan the travels of the Super Eagles. The people in the NFF are not technically savvy enough to interview
Faulkner
and get to interview and get a coach. The NFF, the people in the NFF are not intelligent enough to know that this is how the team should prepare for the work. We need a special body to come and consult for them
that has
and
the funds.
And
the federal government
has the support.
If you look at the caliber of people in that,
so the NFF, they hate Nigerian football.
No. If you look at the Faulkner,
you are bringing this. What the governor of Lagos State have enough work in Lagos State.
So it is not the governor of Lagos State. So it is not the governor of Lagos State.
It's the chairman. It's going to be the chairman of the board.
It's going to be the chairman, but it's not the one that will sit down and interview a foreign coach.
So what is he doing there?
He is there so that the NFF will come at the coach. Since we are speaking Yoruba today,
we found so the NFF cannot tell the
coach,
National Sports Commission or the president directly that Atiri coach. They have to tell the governor of Lagos State.
They're representing.
He's representing the FG.
So the sports commission.
And then they release. They find the money and release it.
Who is the chairman of the National Sports Commission representing?
They find the money and release it.
Who is he representing?
Representing Mr. President.
So they will have multiple representation.
This one is they so.
It is only in Nigeria.
This group, it is not only in Nigeria. We can find out from other countries.
Go and find out. Tell me one.
I will, and I'll come back.
There is none. Their bodies set up. Yes,
I don't have proof yet. I will find out.
Their bodies. You have is like the FA in England.
Mm-hmm. We can't use England.
No. So I don't know. Is it 10-10 they are playing football?
The UK, the money
La Liga
they gave out.
It's like the federation in Spain. You are telling them they saw the money is there
problems
and all of that. You bring all these people into your federation.
Mm-hmm.
They are supposed to be people who have the know-how.
Mm-hmm.
People who have the technical savvy. That's why you have a technical department in the NFF, right? If they are not good enough, get rid of them and get people who are good enough.
They were duly elected.
So let them do their job.
They are doing their job.
They are not doing their job. We are failing. Sack them. And
presidential passport is only giving you money.
They are not just giving you money. They are not just giving you. They are involved. They are going to be involved.
What would their involvement be? Get into the dressing room.
Rotimi, it is clear. It is clear that you did not see that circular. What they are doing, they are involved in the planning, in the traveling, in the camping.
It's the same thing we said earlier.
So the NFF don't know anything about traveling.
No,
helping them.
It's just
wow.
It is the money that I need there.
So the NFF is so they are so incapacitated that they don't
have money.
Listen, if they're just giving money to the NFF, it's a different thing. They're not giving money to the NFF. They are coming to get involved because apparently somebody does not trust the workings of the NFF.
Says who?
That's why they are bringing an external body to come and
they are not the body. They are just so what are you forming in WhatsApp group? They're just friends of the team. Friends of NFF.
They're friends of WhatsApp.
The day we pick that World Cup ticket, the group
it is very, very and I'm going to be careful with the choice of word because I'm tempted to use a strong word, but it is very, very funny that a country as big as Nigeria, we can't seem to get anything right until we form committee.
But we qualified for the last World Cup without committee.
So let us do it. So why are we doing
this one is going south already? We need people to solve it.
So are you saying the NFF cannot think? They don't know what we need to do.
They be telling no sponsorship, no funds.
We have. What is our next qualifier? Our next one. We don't. If the NFF is not good enough to do their job, let them get out and let this body that is so knowledgeable. Then let them do it.
To help to give you funds to motivate you. That's the only goal.
When Amaju Pinnick was I must say
even with all the bilateral relationships we have with Qatar, we did go to the World Cup.
I must say Amaju Pinnick of blessed memory. But no, my brother is not of blessed memory yet. But Amaju will talk to those, we motivate them, we double their whatever.
Amaju's NFF brain, they had funds.
There was no
listen, it is give the fund to the NFF to disburse. Why are you helping them with camping?
More minds. They say when plenty people don't see one problem. Solve the problem.
Too many cooks spoil the broth.
Not in this case. This is a case of all sports.
They have shared the problem. The
problem one goal. All sports, one goal. All sports, one goal. All sports, one goal.
Please, we need you to get involved in this conversation. Because these people, the cops they brought into the studio.
I don't understand. It's all sports, one goal. Just one goal.
In a country where a lot is going on, I think this manpower can be diverted to other things. That's just my opinion. But guys, another thing going on, the NPFL. This one I got excited when I saw it. Okay. You know that the salaries in the NPFL is about 150,000 minimum.
That's the cap.
That's the minimum.
That's what it should be.
Well, that's the minimum.
That's what it should be.
It should have.
Do you know anybody
more than that now?
There are people that are endless, yes.
You know people endless.
Yes, clubs, yes.
But what we're hearing is that at the end of this season, there's an anticipation, the big money coming in and a lot of TV coming in and all. The basic salary of footballers in the Nigerian Professional Football League will be
increased,
will be reviewed upwards.
Which is fair.
Fantastic news.
Which is fair because the last time we brought out that 150K should be over 5 years now.
Yes,
a lot of things have changed economically.
5 years already.
Yes. Yeah, it should be over 5 years.
It's before COVID.
Yes,
exactly. Wow. Exactly. So, and a lot of things have changed economically. So I think it's only fair and we usually preach, when we have more money coming to our football,
the players should enjoy
the protagonist will get to enjoy it. So, except the only people that should get the sticks are clubs who are failing, to meet up with that. If it's reviewed upwards to say 300,000, for instance, why should you want to sign any player, a professional player, and not be able to pay?
When you're telling clubs to review their salaries, how are their own income increased? Because yes, prize money is going to increase.
TV coverage, TV rights.
Their money has not increased. They just explain that the state government will just increase the money.
Because you have to think about how the state government, how the clubs are making money as well.
No. But if you are bringing in deals and businesses into the league as a body, it will get to your club.
How is it getting to them?
And from TV rights now, from match day.
TV rights?
Yes. You will definitely get something. When it will come, we see it everywhere now. It is Nigeria, when it will come that you probably don't know in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, we pay TV to cover. We used to pay TV to cover our.
But now, we said, we've been anticipating this big news, like we mentioned some weeks ago on the show.
So the TV part.
Yes.
Is there a TV network coming, or we are going to them? There are two different ways. We are going to them. They are not the ones coming.
Let them release the gist for us.
All right.
Don't let us preempt them.
No, we're not preempt, but we know we are going to them. They are not coming to us. We're going to them. So the big money that is coming is the name sponsors, the name rights, title sponsors.
And so they pay for TV rights.
So you see, at least, except they are adding that to the new deal. What I know is a title sponsor is coming that's bringing a lump sum, right? But how does it trickle down to because one of the things I know one of these telecoms companies wanted to do back then, was when they were coming, they said, let's take over the administration of the league.
Why should we give them
they won't run the league, but when it comes to disbursing the funds, because what they wanted to do was, okay, from this sponsorship money, certain percentage goes directly to all the clubs across board, all the clubs, and then the prize money is separate, and then for different things that you win or records or whatever, different amounts.
And they're working out too.
So, but after those ones, they never worked
anything like that. So now things have changed.
Okay.
Yes.
The same person that was there is still here.
Well, don't worry. Things have changed. On that positive note, that we'll get some review upwards. We'll take another break. When we come back, Sports Up. We'll continue. Stick around.
So I found a way to push the guys aside since we've been arguing about Nigerian football stories. And what we're going to do now is talk about something that has been very exciting this season, European leagues. Now, we've spoken about the NPFL and we already agree that this year will be very hard. But in the Premier League, there's a different conversation ongoing. Liverpool are on top and it doesn't say they're going to relinquish that position. 7 points clear of second place Chelsea. And as well this week, it looks like they're just going to get another point. They've got a game outstanding. That's against Everton, which will play sometime next year. Now, I believe that Liverpool look great to win the Premier League. Already, we've heard the manager say, look, don't get too excited. Remember what happened to City. As champions, you could fall off. Arsenal has been in and around the corridor. Chelsea said they're not title contenders, so let's just remove them.
That's why they lost to Fulham.
Let's remove them. Leave. Because their excuse now is they're saying Forest, who are in third, are not title contenders. So if we agree Forest are not, then they too they are not. Remove the two of you. Shebi who is next. Bring the next person inside. Because from your mouth to God ears. But I think Liverpool are very good. I like what Liverpool is not this season. And I think, in my own mind, they're title contenders.
Okay, interestingly, maybe the question we should be asking ourselves, Slot is a new manager. Can he do the unthinkable?
He can. We've seen it happen before in the Premier League. Claudio Ranieri has done it. Remember when he took over that team and how he turned around their fortunes and they went all the way to win the Premier League. So I think that he's gotten... Now, the difference between him and Ranieri is he got a better team. One. Yeah. Two, he's also gotten the team at a time when City don't have any answers.
So I'm going to push that to Faulkner. Is it a case of Liverpool not having credible, in quote now, rivals in the league, or the Liverpool squad is just so fantastic that they wake up any day and go on to win the league?
So when things align for you, things align.
Yeah.
True.
And everything has aligned for Liverpool right now. The title is theirs to lose.
Definitely.
Yes, they've been in this position before and they didn't win.
They didn't win the league, yeah.
But they look like a very intimidating side. Now, they are not invincible.
Yeah, true.
They're not.
Yeah.
You can see the way they concede goals. Look at the game against Tottenham Hotspur, for instance. They shouldn't be Nottingham Forest.
Even the game against Leicester, they conceded first.
You know, so they shouldn't be conceding the kind of goals they concede. A more intelligent team will pick them apart and deal with them. But that said, you look at the way everything has worked for them. All of a sudden, Gakpo looks so good. Diaz is playing well. Salah is fit.
Only Nunes.
Nunes is Nunes.
Yes,
Nunes is Nunes. Government came into that side and he has taken that role and is doing so well with it. The back, you talked about Robertson earlier and all of that. I don't think he's all that anymore. But you know, the combination of Virgil, Trent, and whatever, and whoever Robertson and whoever joins them. And about Gomez, or you know, they click well, they complement each other. Yeah, totally. You know, so something is working for them very well. Now the question is, several other clubs have suffered terrible injuries, and it's told on them. One, Manchester City. Yeah. Rodri got injured. De Bruyne got injured. A lot of key players got injured, and some defenders as well. They started dropping points, and all of a sudden, City can't find a way back up from that place anymore. True. They keep dropping points, you know, with ease. You look at Arsenal picked up injuries to Odegaard, Saka. You know, several even before Saka, a lot of other key players, and all of a sudden.
The Arsenal has not really had a steady
backline, you know. So that's happened. Now the question is, if anything happens to some of the key players for Liverpool, how will it affect them? How will they respond to that? So that's the big question that needs to be answered. Mo Salah, once you have Mo Salah fit, anything can happen for you. Anything can happen for you. So that man, they must manage his game time. They must manage, you know, what he's doing. But right now, where I'm seated, Liverpool, that title belongs to Liverpool.
You know what I was
except a miracle happens.
I was going to say something, Rotimi, about, you know, it's a difficult question. And I like how he says the stars have aligned for them. But I also think somehow this season has not been great for everybody. Mm-hmm. I don't want to use the word a poor season, but to explain to you how poor it is, as Boxing Day, whichever team stays second, whether they win or not, the point tally that the previous teams have had from 2024 all the way to 2010 is more than what Chelsea has. Chelsea is the smallest team, that's with the smallest amount of points in second place. That's how bad this season has been. Now, is it bad? Like he's mentioned, injuries has been 1 point.
Yeah, it's been a tough season.
So everyone has been chopping points from everybody. Nottingham Forest are in paradise, because I think they've even got 2 more points this season compared to the whole of last year. But again, the teams that you expect to be where they should be are not there. What's the name? Newcastle, Arsenal, Man City, Brighton, Manchester United, Newcastle United. Newcastle is sort of picking. Yeah. So I'm just saying that the points tally, Liverpool is doing well. So for them, the rest of you, sort your problem out. We were good where we are. Let's just keep running. Mm-hmm. So that's what everyone has to start thinking going into the second half of the season. If you don't gather them, maybe the Champions League format, the Europa League format, and the Conference League. Remember, the 3 of them are the same formats.
True.
So it means that you're not playing games differently. You're scouting a lot more. You're gathering more information. Travel is here, there. It's not direct. So before you know, okay, I'll play 4 home, and then I'll play this 4 away. Yeah. But now the 4 can be here. So you're gathering so many information. Not only are you gathering the other 19 in the Premier League, you're also gathering the other 4 you play, or the other 7 you play, or 8 you play in the Champions League. So, and it's confusing, because it's not like before when it's home and away. Home and away, I'll play Rotimi twice. I'll play Faulkner twice. Now I'll play Rotimi just once. I may not play Rotimi again. I'm going to play somebody else. So I think that all those, this year will just go like that. Maybe next year will be better.
All right, maybe next year will be better, especially for teams in the Premier League, because somehow most teams have been struggling, save for Liverpool. Even Liverpool have been struggling, but they're still having it good. Of course, let's quickly touch on the Serie A in Italy. Do we have a title chase in the Serie A, or it looks like it's going towards that Gasperini, or should I say Simeone in Inter?
We have to be careful. Now, while Atalanta are very good at what they've done this season, and credit to Gasperini, even Gasperini has his moments, right? I think the Europa League has now just cemented his legacy. We've always known he had what he could do. Mm-hmm. He went to Inter and he failed, remember? But last season, the way he's coached those players, the way he's been able... Skamaka was a striker last season.
Mm-hmm.
And guy, if you've watched the Premier League since Skamaka and West Ham, you know that Skamaka is not all that. Even at all. He's not all that. So that's why credit goes to him. But I also think he doesn't have a large squad. He doesn't have that kind of squad where if injuries hit, he will get players to... Because whilst Skamaka is out, he's got the Catalera, who is very good, Retegi, who is good. But in other areas, if Ederson is injured, if Ademola Lookman is injured, if one of the defenders...
If those two get injured, they're going to struggle for goals.
If one of the defenders gets injured,
they're going to struggle for goals.
That's why I think I think Inter has a very good squad. I'm still taking
more
Inter
matured, more exposed, more experienced.
Agreed.
And they have boys up front who you mentioned they have men up front who can single-handedly change a game. When it gets tough, we've seen Lookman do it over and over again for them. It gets tough and it just pops up with the goods. Just get it goal and that's it.
So if you're going to streamline it in Italy just before we drop this combo, if you're going to streamline the contenders in Italy, it will be down to who and who?
I think it will be Inter 1, Atalanta 2. No. Inter 1, Napoli 2, Atalanta 3 for me.
I think I'll do Atalanta, Inter, Napoli.
No Lazio.
No, Lazio.
No Juventus.
No, don't worry about Juve.
But no Lazio.
No, I'm not going to look at Lazio right now.
No.
Lazio, so the three teams that you mentioned, you're also good.
Yeah, but not
just the arrangement.
Not just the order. You see, Atalanta can go all the way and win it.
Yeah,
they look. So I've seen them struggle in games and then still win them. I've seen them, dominate. I've seen teams dominate them, but they still find a way to win.
It's that magic,
So it's difficult to not think that they can go all the way, But you can't totally write off Napoli and Inter. But you can't totally write off those two as well,
especially with Napoli's manager. And that's the reason why I'm pushing Napoli just a bit ahead. Because when you look at the team
that's talking about Antonio Conte.
When you look at the last 5 winners, Conte is one of the last 5.
Interesting stuff. Alrighty. Okay, so we'll leave that conversation. And like we always encourage you to be a part of the conversation. Of course, drop your comment as well across all our platforms. You can see them on your screens. And let us get to hear from you. Title contenders in England. Can Liverpool do the unthinkable? Title contenders in the Serie A, that's in Italy. Who's going to get it, or who will you be tipping to go on and win the Scudetto come the end of the season? We'd love to really, really hear from you. We'll go for another break. When we come back, it will be the last leg on Sports Hub on NigezieXtreme. Stick around. Alrighty, so we're down to the final leg of the show today, and this is the most interesting part, where the prop likes to go all out and then comes out at the end of
behaving like a masquerade.
Exactly, and then comes.
You are behaving like a masquerade.
He will still come and fail. That's the thing. I don't understand.
Touchdown. This is my part. You know what? I feel that we should just leave this segment for me.
4 games.
Just leave this segment
to talk about this weekend.
Nobody should say anything in this segment.
In our weekend preview, just like we've always been doing.
You know what that will roast me? I will not say anything until when people are done predicting. I don't want people to copy my distance. So
no problem. Thank you for keeping quiet. Anyway, 4 games.
And you're happy about it. You don't need to be sad.
That what?
That my predictions are like shooters, shooting, like saying sharp.
Come last now.
4 games. We're touching on 4 games.
Thank you, Faulkner.
on the show, we're touching on 4 games.
Just 4 games.
You'll get to hear Femi's prediction as usual.
And prepare your biro and paper.
So, like we pointed out, 4 games to predict.
4 games to predict. Starting on the 2 on the home front, by the way.
2?
Yeah, the Nigeria-Ghana game. The return leg is happening later today.
Nigeria is winning that one. Nigeria is winning that one.
El Academy Warriors
comfortably.
And Kano Pillars. That's like a northern derby.
I'm already starting predicting Nigeria to beat Ghana comfortably.
Okay.
Today.
So the second game is El Academy Warriors, Kano Pillars?
A draw.
You think so?
Yeah, a draw.
It looks like
it's a local derby of some sort, but it's a draw.
It's a draw. Lazio, Atalanta in the Serie A.
Lazio, Atalanta to nick this one.
Away from home.
Yeah.
And then you have in England, Liverpool, West Ham.
Of course.
West Ham on the run.
Yeah, they're on the run, but Liverpool, like I said earlier, even when they struggle, they get the job done somehow. They might concede, but they will score goals. So the question is, can West Ham stop Liverpool from scoring goals. I look at that back line and I don't think so.
Or can West Ham outscore Liverpool?
They can't outscore Liverpool. They are not that prolific up front. They're not that prolific, but they can score goals. So they probably score 1 or 2 goals. But you expect a Liverpool, when they unleash Salah, Diaz, Gakpo, goals will come.
Definitely.
So I think Liverpool will win that one.
He thinks Liverpool will win now. So just to recap, Falklands prediction:
a win for Nigeria,
a win for Nigeria,
draw
in the Northern Derby, away win for Atalanta, and then Liverpool
to
win at Anfield. I guess that game is at Anfield.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's at the London Stadium.
Wherever they like.
That game is.
They can come and play it in Onikon Stadium.
Liverpool will still win.
The injuries go plenty with that.
Okay.
Sorry. So don't disrespect
what do you mean? What do you mean?
Imagine when Salah scores and wants to try and slide.
He won't slide.
You will tell him not to slide.
Simple.
Well, I forgot him. I've done it already. Right.
Anyway, Femi Faraway.
Go on. You're next.
Oh, you want me to go?
Because I've been trying to tap into my chi.
Oh, you really wanted to go last?
I've been tapping into my chi. I want to just bring that thing out. So go next, Rotimi.
Okay. No, we can't get tired of him.
Get your biro and paper.
We can't get tired of him. Anyway, for me, Nigeria should qualify for CHAN.
Oh, answer the question.
That's my prediction. I think we're going to get a win, and then Nigeria will qualify for CHAN.
Obviously, if we win, we'll qualify.
El Kanemi and Kano Pillars. I think Kano Pillars will get an away win. It's a tough call, but that's my prediction. The game between Lazio and Atalanta, like we've been saying, like we mentioned earlier during the analysis, Atalanta, usually they might not play well in some games, but they will grind out the results. I think this might be that sort of game again, and where Atalanta will at least get a draw. I think I'll go for a draw in this one, Lazio Atalanta. And then Liverpool, West Ham. Now this is tough. My head wants West Ham to cause an upset. But Liverpool, you know them now.
We need to check your head.
Exactly. I think Liverpool will win away from them.
How would you want to say that you're just going all this through?
So that's at least you noted. Femi,
so what I want to say now, listen very carefully. I should say this only once. I will not repeat myself.
That's why you're not.
4 hot predictions. Check this thing and it's very good.
Okay.
Check once you take it anywhere.
Okay.
Take it to our table. Even our table will confirm it at the end of this week.
What are your predictions?
4 matches. Let's start off with the 2 home games. 2 home wins for the home teams.
Which one is 2 home games?
The home games now in local football, Nigeria. Super Eagles B to win. El Kanemi to win. Take it like that to the bank.
No problem.
You will not see your check will not bounce.
Lazio Atalanta.
And outside that again, I ask my Chi, what again can I say about the away games? And then the Chi whispered, away wins. 2 away wins again.
Atalanta and
Liverpool.
West Ham.
Which West Ham? I said West Ham they play. West Ham they play for house now.
Maybe his chi is not very clear.
My chi was very clear.
No, his chi does not need presidential support groups.
So I'm going to go for 2 home wins in Nigeria and then 2 away wins for the European games.
Okay, so
watch this thing the next time we come. When we come here next time, next Saturday, when we come here.
You say this every week. And you still
watch the table. Point. That last one, because Joseph Faulkner removed the CHAN prediction I predicted, it had been 2 for me, Rotimi.
Even if they had the CHAN for you, though.
Drive.
It's not like you will go to top of the.
I'll be joint top, Rotimi. I'm coming up quick. You know, Faulkner told me last week. I only said it last week. I didn't think too hard.
All right, guys. That's about it on.
You're not late for me to finish.
I was even going to advise them.
Don't mind. This is what we have to deal with. This is what we have to deal with every week.
I don't even say that you don't see my prediction.
I'm sure you guys have enjoyed us bringing the show to you. We've loved bringing it to you as much as we can. From the guys, Femi.
1 spot, 1 prediction, 1 table. That's all I have to say. That's me.
Rotimi.
I mean, it's been a fantastic 2024. Let's look forward to a beautiful 2025.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
The next time we come here will be 2025.
Yeah, it's going to be 2025.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to 2025 is going to be a great year. And we're promising you a lot of new things on the show in 2025. So watch out. Don't miss. If you miss it, you miss out.
Which it was by Malcolm Brogdon. How did
From the line, good reaction time from George Russell.